All right, perfect. Hello, traders, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Yaroslav Birchenko. I represent Stratix Finance, and I'm here to bring you Monday's Money Matters. For those of you that don't know me, like I said, my name is Yaroslav Birchenko. I'm a financial analyst and a trader. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I'm certified by the financial authority in my country. I'm legally certified to run a hedge fund and manage money. And here is our risk warning. We're doing this because we feel like the community is lacking. I feel like there's not enough people that give good enough ideas, not enough entertainment, not enough something that's important and valuable to us. So let me go ahead and share this with you guys. This is our risk notice. Everything that's going to be expressed here is only my opinion, and we want to facilitate experience sharing in trading. And our company is very strict. We adhere to every letter of the law, and we fight very, very strongly against all sorts of fraudulent activity and scams and things like that. So I just want to make it very apparent that we're not here to give financial advice, right? I'm not here to give you trading signals. I'm not here to trade live for you. Everything that you will hear and see today is for entertainment purposes, like I said. Now, with that in mind, let's go ahead and dive into today's markets. All right. Thank you for your patience, by the way, guys. We're just setting up the stream. That's why you may see this kind of like stutter effect, or we're just getting the technical aspects in line. Just a heads up for the future, on Mondays we will be looking at all the major economic events to come. Also, we're looking at how the markets open this week, and we're trying to plot out possible support and resistance levels. So here on my screen we have the DXY, which is the dollar index. It broke 105 today, which is indicative of the strength that the U.S. dollar is experiencing. ISM manufacturing actually came out today, and it was increased to 50.3, which makes it higher, makes it above 50, which is indicative of manufacturing sector growth. Now, this marked the first expansion that we saw actually in 16 months. Show you guys here. So we have a large, we're really increasing you can see that the trend is increasing, so there's likely to have an increase in manufacturing, which should also support growth in the U.S. stock markets, and we're going to look at those next. They're the positive trends that we see, that the manufacturing is in demand. We have new orders also coming in at 51.4. We also saw export orders at 51.6 in February. So everything is showing expansion. The bottleneck that we had for supply lines is now getting better. So we're likely to see the USD higher, up by 106 over the next week, 2 weeks. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. So what does that mean for the stock market in general? U.S. stock indices are trading around all-time highs. We have a look at historical values. We are at all-time highs right now. And the rate cuts, the optimism that was gathering around rate cuts seems to be fading. I just want to show you a little bit of the divergence that we see. We have this massive spike up, but any kind of volatility indicator would show you that we have divergence. Basically, tomorrow we'll be able to get more clarification on what the monetary policy will be, because we're going to have several board members give speeches in the US. If we do have some sort of pullback, which we're likely to have, there's a strong level at 4,800 right here. Not only is it the heights of the 2022 area, so you can see right here, this is the height of the stock market in 2022, but it's also the 61.8. So if you can see right here, the purple Fibonacci retracement, we can see that it's right around this area. So this impulse right here started, and if we were to correct back to this area, it would be exactly 61.8, and that's a really strong area that markets tend to statistically drop down to. I also wanted to outline this area right here for you, which is if we're going to have a short-term, any kind of short-term pullback, we would see the short-term pullback to this area, and it's if we drew another retracement just from the short-term impulse that we saw at the end of February, it would indicate that also around 61.8 and the around the middle area of the past impulse, we could get a drop down retracement there. Let's see how gold has shown itself today. Gold has been also on a wild ride. Gold is also at all-time highs. I won't go back too far, but this is all-time highs where we're at right now. I want to direct your attention once again to the divergence. So we have new candles making all-time highs, yet our oscillators are showing us a large divergence. So we did take the breakout trade that we showed in our channel over here at the end of March 21st. The entry point was 24th. We got out around this red candle right here when we had that major pullback and we had the shooting star candle. For those of you that are in our Trading Signals channel, congratulations, especially to those of you that stayed all the way till the end. I know some of you chose to take profits earlier. But why is gold growing? You know, this is what I think to myself. Let's go ahead and add the E-mini futures for the next month on top of that. So ES1 would be the futures contracts for the front-running month, and ES2 would be 2 months out. And what we can see is the correlation right here is very strong. So the correlation for the stock market, for gold as well. And if we have a look at it in terms of if it's in the same price scale, we can see that the moves, they correlate substantially. These two seemingly unconnected assets, they actually have a strong correlation. So as the U.S. stock market goes up, there is that belief that the price of gold will go up as well. So it has an inverse correlation with the U.S. dollar. If the U.S. dollar was to fall, then we would have the price of gold going up. Let's move on to crypto. This is everybody's favorite, Bitcoin. I wanted to point out Bitcoin is likely going to close below the level that we're going to be discussing today. Let's get rid of this comparison. So if we are going to close below 69,000 today, this would signal that we're going to drop down a little bit lower. Right now we are at the peak. So actually 69,000 would also be the peak of 2020. To show you guys right here. So if we were to close below this, that would be a very significant level. On the eve of the Bitcoin halving event, where tomorrow Bitcoin is being halved, that's the smart money is just sitting there and thinking, how can we get rich off of the small traders? They're thinking, wouldn't it be nice to slightly scare some of the weak holding bulls? So one of the scenarios that we're looking at right now for the short term is a decrease below 60,000. That would be a good level to cause short-term bulls to fear. And for the strong holders, people that are that really believe in Bitcoin, pullback to 60,000 would also be an excellent opportunity to increase or to add to their buying position. And so I wanted to show you guys just a few more things. So if the correction was around, let's say from here to here, this is the average correction after such a massive impulse, so around 17%. If we were to take that same percentage point and then put it right around here, this is what I was referring to, 60,000. So it wasn't just something that we came up with off the top of our head. This is something that we could really see a drop down lower to. Also, if we take from the top over here and capture this entire impulse, so that area would be around, again, that kind of golden area of 61.8. So really look forward to price being gravitated to this area, whether that means a sell from current heights for yourself or a buy once we reach that level or lower. It's up to you. And finally, let's wrap up with a stock that we're looking at. So we're looking at the Mosaic company. It's a Fortune 500 company. They mine potash, phosphates. They collect components for fertilizers, things like that. So Mosaic actually broke through this resistance level. I wanted to show you the global picture where there were a few attempts here earlier. So the blue line is our long-term trend and the green line is the short-term trend. So considering the long-term trend, we had several attempts, but they were false breakouts. And now we had a breakout and then retest of the previous level. Now, unfortunately, there was a large fire in one of the facilities of the Mosaic company. And so in the short term, we have this kind of stiflement of the move, yet we still haven't dropped below 32.5, which is the horizontal resistance level. It's also the downward diagonal resistance point, and this is where we should see a projected growth stop. So once we hit up here for 34.5, that's likely where we're going to see the end of the impulse. So that's it. That's what we have today, but these are certainly not the entries and levels we are watching. That's not all of them that exist out there. Hopefully this information will make your life a whole lot easier. Knowing what to trade, when to trade is actually very tricky. And now you know, or at least know where to find some information on this topic. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to not miss these webinars in the future. We have a different program planned for Wednesdays and Fridays. That's right, we're going to be streaming 3 times a week. So you can join us on those webinars or watch the recordings to learn about the market from a different perspective. On Wednesday, we're going to be looking at the markets from a different perspective. And now here's our April 1st public service announcement from Stratix Finance. Gone are the days of cumbersome interfaces and tedious analysis. With our new Mind Trade, you can now execute trades simply by using the power of your mind. That's right, no more clicking buttons or typing numbers, just pure intuitive thought. How does it work? Well, our state-of-the-art neural interface connects directly to your brain, allowing you to communicate your trade desires effortlessly. Want to buy? Just think buy. Want to sell? Don't worry, our platform will do the rest. Think sell and watch your orders execute seamlessly. But that's not all. With our advanced AI algorithms, MindTrade can even anticipate your trading decisions before you make them, ensuring you're always one step ahead of the market. Sound good to be true? Well, it is. Happy April Fool's Day, you guys, from the team at MindTrade and Stratix Finance. You know, telepathic trading is not a reality yet, but our commitment to innovation and the best trading education is. Also, Elon Musk's first test subject of Neuralink stayed up all night last night playing Civilization 6 with only his brain. So think of what you can do when you have all of these tools and a working brain inside of your head. I'll leave you with that futuristic reality. Until Wednesdays, traders. See you then. Peace.